Okay, excuse me. So today is Monday. I don't know why my voice is doing this, but today's Monday, and I'm waiting for my license like appointment. I had it at 8:15 this morning, but something happened with their system and they couldn't get me. So now I'm waiting for them to call me to tell me that it's back up. Anyway, I'm missing work for this, and I'm really upset about it because I need my money. Like, no, work is not my favorite place. Excuse me, no, this is not the job I want, but I do want to make money. So, but anyway, I'm just sitting at Starbucks. I have a espresso with oat milk and some egg bites. And I think I want to talk about my disordered eating. So, a lot of people think of like eating disorders as anorexia, bulimia. Those are two very common ones, but orthorexia is the one where you are restricting your food because of like concerns for your health, not because of your weight or anything like that. Well, that's what I struggle with. I didn't know that's what it was called. I always thought that maybe I was like binge eating, and maybe I did do a little bit of that. But anyway, let me just get into this real quick. So first off, I just want to say I'm not big on diagnosing, and like saying, oh, I have this and letting that rule my life. That's something that I've been really like conscious of lately, is making sure that these things that I've been diagnosed with don't control my life, and I don't use them as an excuse. So I want to put that there first. But anyway, I do acknowledge that there was some time in my life that I struggled with food. So I've always been a hypochondriac. Like, I worry about my health in an insane way. Thank God, one of the most healthy people I've known in my entire existence. But to me, there's always something. If I have a headache, it's a brain tumor. If my chest hurts, it's a heart problem. If I can't breathe, then there's something wrong with my lungs. And it's just always something, basically. So when I was younger, my fear of like heart conditions started. I'm not going to get into why, but I had a family member that had diabetes and had a heart problem and ended up passing away. That traumatized me because all I could think of was that could happen to me, like that could happen to me. And it has never left my brain. That is in the back of my head. And I'm sure that has something to do with my anxiety and things like that, but whatever. This video is about disordered eating. So anyway, as I got older, I started to read on like what foods do what for your body. So like vegetables are good for you, and each vegetable does this, and like, carrots are good for your eyes, and oatmeal is like part of a healthy heart diet, and all these things. So there were certain foods that I would only consume. And my mom, of course, would cook dinner. I would eat dinner and everything because growing up, you eating what she makes type deal. And if not, you're gonna be hungry. But that wasn't really an option. She kind of made us eat our food because we need to eat. But anyway, yeah. But as I got older, I just started to restrict. Like, I would not eat a lot of meat. I would try to eat a lot of vegetables and only certain fruits because I didn't want something too high in sugar. Just, it was insane. And it got to the point where my weight was kind of starting to be affected. Like, I was losing weight because I was only eating certain foods. And then it would be where I would only eat a little bit of something that wasn't on my list. And if it wasn't on my list and I consumed it, it caused me an extreme amount of anger and anxiety and frustration. And then because I felt like I failed, I would start self-harming. And I've struggled with self-harm for a very long time. Sorry, I'm outside. I've struggled with self-harm for a very long time. So it wasn't like one of those things where that was like a new thing, but it was a response to it. Like, I felt like, damn, I'm gonna now have this condition because I ate this food. And that's insane now that I think about it, because it doesn't take you eating it one time or maybe even a few times for it to really like cause a condition. A lot of it is genetics. A lot of it is, certain medications that you take. A lot of it is just life. And I struggled with that for so long. And I just really believe that the food that I consumed or didn't consume was contributing to my, good health or my poor health. I was always asking to go to the doctor. I was always concerned. Once I got older, I was always at the doctor's office because I thought every little thing was something serious. And I say all this to say there are more than just one type of, there's more than just a few types of eating disorders. Anorexia, bulimia, binge eating, those are very common, very talked about. But orthorexia is something that I feel like people do struggle with. And it's not so much focused on weight, but more so about your health and like how certain foods will affect your health. Or some people have strong aversions to certain foods for whatever reason. Mine was just really focused on health. If it wasn't gonna, promote heart health, I wasn't gonna, consume it. If it wasn't going to prevent diabetes or whatever, then I wasn't going to consume it. And that just became insane. It's crazy. I would only eat salad when I would go out with grilled chicken. Like, it was insane. And I lived like that for so long. And it took a while for people to start pointing out, like, this is not okay. One of my friends who struggled with the eating disorder while we were teenagers and a little bit into college, thankfully she mastered that shit, and I'm very proud of her. I mean, I'm sure she has her days, but like, she has not let it win. But she pointed out, she was like, this isn't really normal. This is not good. And then when I would lose weight, it would trigger me too, because I'd be like, I don't want to lose weight. Like, that's not what I want to do. I like my body. So it was just like a whole up and down. And then, but I just want people to know that it's okay if you struggle with certain things like eating disorders. You can push through it. This is something that I fight, pretty regularly when it comes to those thoughts, because I have anxiety. I'm eating egg bites right now from Starbucks that I would have never eaten before. This coffee, I would have never consumed it before. So there's things that I'm doing now where I look back and I'm like, yeah, orthorexia, what? Like, I don't have that anymore. So yeah, said all that to say, you can get through anything that you're struggling with. Yeah, that's all I got, y'all. I don't know where this came from. It's gonna be a very short video. I just kind of think about it and shoot it and put it up. But that's all I have for today. So thank you.